So I just got in the door, about to check my ketones. Gonna lock the door here. I need to get more strips. I'm running out, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. I got 2 more left. So the moment of truth, I guess. Like I said, it's probably going to be like 0.4 because I don't expect it to have created that effect where my glycogen stores have just been completely eliminated from all that exercise. Because that's usually what happens. It's like in the middle of the exercise. If it will go up like crazy like that after a workout, then that's what's happened. But it's unlikely to happen because there's like the protein I had has been converted into glycogen, so it's probably gone down. It's probably about 0.5 or 0.4. But I just figured I would check. And like I said in the previous part of the video, I would like for it to be above 1, you know, getting that glycogen out of my system. And so maybe I might fast for longer. So we'll see. But I am like 25, 26 hours fasted now. Oh, I'm at 2.3. See, that means the glycogen has been completely stripped out. So I'm going to go cook something. And this time it's going to be fatty and not, well, I'm going to have a ribeye steak. So this kind of gives me permission to go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's kind of, I didn't expect that to see that, you know, 2.3, that's pretty good. All right, thanks for watching. You're going to see me cook my ribeye steak. I'm 25, 26 hours fasted. So yeah, thanks for watching. So I'm cooking the ribeye steak. It's about 0.8 pounds. So it's about roughly 1,000 calories. I'm going to cook 2 additional eggs. Put some Roquefort near the end once it's ready to cook. It usually takes about 30 minutes. Maybe sometimes 25, but like, to be honest, like just the whole meantime is, I don't know what it is, but in my experience, about 30 minutes. And then I'm preparing the salad here. So this is the kite heel ricotta that I like to use instead of goat cheese. They're about the same. This has about 15% less calories than goat cheese per the same serving size. And I don't know, it has far less saturated fat, more mono unsaturated fat than goat cheese. So you get the same creaminess, but there's something about the feeling of it that you just feel more satiated and you just feel better afterwards. I mean, even though, yeah, saturated fat is satiating, there's just something about the goat cheese where it's just like, it's too dense. You could feel that density while you're eating it. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I've been getting really into this. It makes you feel like more fiber oriented, I guess. You can feel full. Like, it doesn't really encourage you to try to stuff everything in like some of the other fats, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway. And then I'm gonna use this as a base. Like, I'm gonna put it in there. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. Hopefully you can see it while we're waiting for that. And I'm gonna dice some tomato. I know they talk about lectins and all that. You can kiss my ass, Stephen Gundry fans or whatever. I'm just gonna slice this up. I'm gonna use it in the salad too, but maybe like pieces of it or something. But yeah, so not everything, but. And then I have my cilantro here that I chopped up already. So, and then this is something called radicchio. This one, it's part of the chicory family, and so I use partially I use it in the to saute it with a little bit. I put some zucchini in there. So, but most of the time I like to use it in the actual salad. So I'm just taking some bunches here, and then I use a tablespoon of biryani early harvest in olive oil. It's actually really good, the biryani olive oil, and I highly recommend it. It's very satiating, and when you actually use those kind of oils, like with monounsaturated fat, and when it's made properly, especially biryani's a local company in Sacramento, it really. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of batteries. I started making the salad, and it's almost done. So I put the arugula in there, the cilantro, the tomatoes. Fit check. Anyway, And I have yet to put the ricotta in there, so I'm gonna put the ricotta. I'm only gonna do about 2 tablespoons, and that's about 65 calories. So as you can see, this is starting to cook up quite a bit. So I'm gonna flip that stage. I think it was on one side for too long. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna get 2 tablespoons of this. It's gonna be about 65 calories. And you'll see, and then I'm also gonna put 1.5 tablespoons of maybe I shouldn't lick it yet because insulin release, but that's for now. And then let's see. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what it looks like right now. And then 2 teaspoons of the biryani. This is the biryani, by the way. Very good olive oil. It's got high polyphenols, as much as you can think of. Stephen Gundry recommended it too. They're Sacramento local, so just gonna get poured in there. So 1.5. I guess there's a 1/2 tablespoon here. Right here. So it's about 60 calories. And so I just kind of mix it together. Hopefully you can see how I do that. I'm trying to do it with one hand right now, but probably gonna need 2 hands. By the way, I got Hoka's for running now. It's pretty nice. These shoes. I'm just gonna do it with 2 hands. Let me show you the result. And it tastes very good. It tastes very good. And it's very satiating. So, you know, I just cut up those tomatoes you can see on the. Oh, and you can't see it here, but basically, like with the food, like if the, you know, if the steak doesn't do it, then this definitely will, for sure. I mean, you can count my right hand over that. But, yeah. So it's still pretty low calorie. I mean, overall, like everything's probably going to be about no more than 1,400 calories, and that's my only one meal of the day. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. It's almost as if I'm using goat cheese. So it looks pretty nice. And I'm gonna make the chia pudding as well. I want to show you how I do that. Now it seems like this is ready and stuff, but I don't trust it because every time I make the ribeye, it's just crazy. But I always have to kind of take a look. Now the vegetables are probably ready, so I'm gonna take that out. They're like sauteed to the brim. Got all those juices. And then I'm gonna put some eggs in here. Don't forget that. Looks really good. I'm gonna put some eggs right now. I'm gonna poach them, but just to the point where, you know. So while that's being done, I want to see, because I'm trying to coordinate between everything so I can get it ready. So the way that I make the chia pudding is I think it actually works. It works well for somebody like me, I guess. Here's my chia, right? I make sure that it's more liquid. It kind of seems like almost like a shake almost. I make it almost like a shake. You call that again like a vanilla shake in a way. and it's delicious, man. I mean, it puts you at ease. It really does. So here's the salad. I'm gonna put the salad. This is what the final result of the salad looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here where I'm gonna eat, and I'm going to make the chia pudding, but I have to get the right cup. I don't know where it is. The right cup. The cup that I had, that I always like to use for these purposes. Oh, it's right here. I'm gonna clean that, wash it out. This one, it's all dirty and shit. So. And then I put about a few tablespoons of allulose. It may seem like I'm overdoing it, but this is kind of like, I kind of get a feel for it, and actually it doesn't overdo it. So let's see, do I have the? Okay, so I use 4 tablespoons of that, which is equivalent to 1/4 of a cup, and that's what I use for this. I just put it in there. So you see how it's like filled to the brim, right? Oh shit. I go in there and I put it in there, right? So far I have one quarter of chia seeds. Now some of it fell, so I think I'll just get a little small spoon, like that much more, and just put it in there. So that's good enough. And then I just fill it to the brim. This is like basically a cup worth of almond milk, but sometimes pistachio milk. So this is unsweetened. This is vanilla almond milk. Califia Farms. This only has 4 ingredients, so this is one of the more cleaner options. And I just pour it in there. Oh fuck! Just pour it in there, and I basically I don't wait for anything, but I just kind of like I get a spoon. Well, I want to wash this out, but so in this case I kind of get a heaping teaspoon. It's not really tablespoon, but maybe I'll put 2. And it just depends on. Here, I get the. Oh shit! Is it starting to burn? I always think it's gonna be burning, but it's not. It's like it's just charred. But anyways, I'm gonna get my allulose. I have allulose. It's like a liquid form, right? Liquid form. And I just open it up. I try to put 4 of these, but more like they're kind of like half a tablespoon. I just go 1. I kind of judge it. 2, like 3, and then 4. And that should be fine for sweetness. And then I just try to mix it in there. Usually I get a regular spoon, so that's why I run out of spoons so fast. Here in this household. Then I have to constantly wash them. Spoons are so useful here. So that should be good. I just wash it out and then I stir it up. And it's kind of like filled to the brim, but it doesn't always have to be. But I stir it up, I kind of scoop it on the bottom. And sometimes it kind of gets stuck. So right now it looks like a shake almost, like a milkshake. And hold on a second. So I just kind of stir it up. I usually give it a taste, but I don't really want to ruin my insulin levels right now. So I'm just going to stir it up. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge for about a good 30 minutes. And then stir it back again and then put it in there another 30 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm putting it in the fridge, just leaving it there. And then, I'm going to check up on my steak. Seems like it's done. But I really got to cut it and see. Hope I didn't ruin it. No, it's done. Yeah. It's just a little burnt. I guess I ruined the nutrients, right? I overcooked it a little bit, but I think it's gonna be fine. And I want to cook some eggs too. Just one egg, actually. Eggs ain't good. And maybe some egg whites. I don't know. Yeah. I'll cook 2 eggs for you. Alright, yeah, I guess I overdid it. I've never overcooked a steak before. It doesn't taste as good. I'm kind of mad at myself. Now I'm gonna actually put a teaspoon. I like to put a teaspoon of, or less than a teaspoon of, or yeah, a teaspoon of macadamia nut oil. Some people like using sesame oil, but I like macadamia nut oil over my steak. This is definitely overcooked a little bit. Just a little bit. But to you it might be superbly overcooked. See how it's kind of charred? Kind of sucks, but whatever. I like it to be slightly like so-called undercooked. I mean, this is like perfectly well done when you cut it into it, but it is what it is. So, thanks for watching. I'm gonna record more like when I'm eating. All right, here we go. Here comes the feeding process. I guess eating it. I managed to get my eggs here poached a little. So here we go. Steak is a little overdone, but it's all good. It was kind of expensive too, so kind of like I said, in the perfect world, I would have. I think maybe I'm gonna start cooking it at like 21 minutes or something instead of 30. The 30 minutes didn't even go all the way through. It was just intuitively I could tell it was like something's not right, but it still tastes quite good. I mean, it's not really 100% about the taste. Let's see if you can get a better view. I always put it on that side. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. This is a lot of food. I'm gonna have some. This is salad. It's got the ricotta, dairy-free cheese. By Kite Hill. Mmm, so good. I love the sauteed veggie. By the way, the chia pudding is in the fridge, solidifying. So once I'm done with this, I'll just get it out and then I'll show you how it's done. You know, I'm dipping this with that delicious yolk. Mmm, mmm. So good. Mm. Mm. I'm starting to really love cooking, and you know. Mm. See how it's kind of charred? Like, that's not how I like to look, how I like it cooked, but not that much. But look at the inside. It's not burnt. It's well done. So in general, it worked out. It's just the outside is kind of like, I feel like it shrunk or something. I'm sure some of the nutrients got lost too. That's fine. And like the fat shouldn't be cooked that much. Like, I'm eating a piece of the fat right now. I fucked up. It should be a little softer. I should say it should be more tender. That's the correct term. Oh, that is so good. Oh, it's because I put a little bit of saffron in there. I could taste it. With that one bite, I was like, wow, what is that? I'm like, it's a saffron. I want to put some more salt on this. Usually, like, once you cook it and you put salt on it, it's like, chef's kiss. You're better off using a spoon for this practice. So you put some salt on there, and then you just kind of sprinkle it. I'd prefer it to be more coarse, but that's not what we got right now. It's still Redmond's, but it's not as coarse as some of these other guys that put the salt on there, like Sean Baker or Paul Saladino. I have to find more coarse salt. I don't know where to get it at. I don't know. It's just online or something. But you can kind of like sprinkle it on. That's what they do. Or they'll like dip it somewhere. I was just trying to stir the that chia pudding. So good. It's a good ribeye. Oh, I forgot to put the jalapeno in there. Whatever. It's not quite too late. I'm gonna put some jalapeno and some more tomato. Actually, I'm in the mood for more tomatoes. Not too many. Like three pieces. So I'm gonna put 3 pieces here, and then what else? Oh, just a little bit of the jalapeno, not too much. Wash it out. Ideally, I would have cooked it with, I would have sauteed it, because that's more ideal for me. But I'm just going to put it in the salad, screw it. And take the chia out. Mix it again. I know it seems like I'm doing this more than I probably should. It's only been 10 minutes or whatever, but it's getting there. It's like, see the consistency? It's like, nah, that's not the consistency I'm 100% looking for, but you see how it's clumping and stuff? That's kind of like what I'm looking for. But it doesn't have to be that way. I can eat it like this and I'll be just fine. But yeah, I used to try to mix it with yogurt and stuff, and I prefer it this way because it's like a milkshake. You know, it's in between a milkshake and like ice cream texture. There's like a sense of satiation. You're just like, oh yeah. So anyway, putting it back in the fridge, and then yeah, just. I love it, it's so good. Some people are crazy. Let's see. It's got a nut. I don't have much steak left. Mmm. The last of the salad. There it goes. And now the last part, I'm actually going to slip in 3 squares of dark chocolate, the one that I got today. That's fine. I got this one. Where I got this matcha one, and then I don't even know what happened to the other. Oh. Just gonna have a little bit. So that'll be it. So this is. So I'm gonna have my chia pudding and then the dark chocolate. Not. I'm gonna have small squares. That's it. But yeah, general after that salad, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm done. It feels like it. So I'm gonna get a piece of this. Just 2 small squares. This one's all right, but this one takes the cake. You feel like you're in a rainforest. Mmm. I love it. And actually, I think I'm gonna put more sweetener in here. Or something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going out of character slightly. I'm gonna put some hazelnut chocolate in there actually. This may seem a little weird, but not too much. I'm gonna try to mix it in. I'm just testing it out, so like maybe that much. Not too much more calories, maybe 40. I'm just gonna mix it in there. And maybe a little bit of this nutso as well. Probably, yeah, just a tiny bit. Barely any like not even a whole serving, so. Just because right now, it's like I'm craving a sweetness, sort of. Like, even though the allulose did it to some extent. Just gonna put a little bit in here. This much, not so, like this much. Okay. And that's it. You got to be a master at minimization, right? It didn't even feel like minimizing. You're like, I just had a whole steak, right? But look at that. It's already like becoming a dessert almost. You know? Maybe I'll start doing that. It's like you're thinking, or probably watching me and thinking, where's your satiation? Anyways, thanks for watching.